Okay, Red Faction. Guess what? Hi, how's it going? This is Destiny Restart starts in a little bit, but I saw this when I was going through my Twitter and everything, and was like, huh, what could we be getting? Because we all know that in a couple days, the new season, the second half of season 1 is about to start, and there's going to be no soft reset, so I'll be riding gold, so I'll be able to work my way up higher, because we're at gold 1 now. Also, Tipsy Trials was fun. The new Trials mode I really like. Um, Definitely going to do more of it. I have to stop myself from grinding it too much off stream because I don't want to get something and be like, oh my god, this is great. Look at this. So I might do that. There might be a late Saturday stream this week. Or a late Friday stream. It depends. But we'll see how that goes. But enough of all that, enough Destiny talk. Let us go into this. Dear Rivals, in Dev Vision Volume 4, creative director Zhang I'm not going to say that, and lead combat designer, unveil exciting updates for the second half of Season 1 Eternal Nightfalls. New heroes, balance changes, competitive updates, and thrilling tournaments await. We're going to watch the full video and see what they're going to be showing us. So, Season 1.5 update, Marvel's Rivals. Let's go. Why is there... Oh, that's why. Why is there... What? Weird.
Here, as we kicked off the exhilarating first half of Season 1, we were thrilled to welcome even more players to the Marvel Rivals community. Together, we united with the Fantastic Four to take the fight to Dracula.
Oh! Okay, so new heroes and a new map. That is interesting.
In the second half of Season 1, the remaining two family members will be joining the fray, the Sting and the Human Torch. First up,
Okay, so Thanos is going to be a Vanguard. Okay, we saw that from a leak like a while ago. Kind of makes sense that he's the Vanguard. I mean, it's the fucking thing. Okay. Here's the thing about Vanguards. I wonder how he's going to be. They're saying he's a powerhouse Vanguard, so that means he's going to be probably like a lot like Hulk. Oh, we're getting the Central Park map. Awesome. I can't wait. Central Park was always a very fun thing for any games that were ever based in like New York for like Marvel's games. So it was always very interesting. Like I mean, the Marvel Spider-Man games, the original Marvel Spider-Man games, God, what other games had? It was mostly a lot of Spider-Man games are based in New York, which kind of makes sense. But that area was always my favorite. I don't remember going through the Central Park in Web of Shadows though. Yeah, that I just don't recall it. Oh well. Ooh. Oh. Oh, hold on. Like, is this going to be like okay, there's only two ways I can see this map going. It's a control map or it's a hybrid map. So you know how like what's that one? It's kind of think of it like the one Wakanda map where you have to capture a point and then escort boss back, or how there's the Tokyo 2099 map where you have to like escort the cart somewhere and then go. That's the only two ways I can see this, because if this is like a control map, it's kind of weird that you have Dracula's presence here, and then this. I hope that this new map doesn't add a new game mode. I hope it just continues to build on the game modes they already have set up, like control, their escort, and their hybrid maps. Okay, let's. Okay, that design for him, awesome, love it. Like I love this fact about him. So I wonder if it's going to be like a reverse thing where it's like you escort um something away and then you have to capture a point. I think that would be a unique map concept, but I don't feel like that would be what they're going to do here. Okay. So how they phrase that makes me think it's going to be hybrid, where it's going to grab a point, which where you rescue Ratatoska, and then you escort something through this to vanquish it. That could be something they do.
Head into the second half of the season. We are rolling out some exciting updates and balance adjustments that are sure to shake things up. To that end, we have decided to implement certain adjustments to the competitive mode. The first half of Season 1 will conclude on February 21st, 2025 at 8 a.m. UTC plus 0. At that time, rewards will be issued, including the Gold Rank costume, Crest of Honors for those in Grandmaster and above, and the Crest of Honor for the top 500. When the second half of Season 1 kicks off, players will return their ranks and scores from the end of the first half. To qualify for new rewards, simply complete 10 matches in competitive mode and meet the necessary conditions by the end of the second half. These rewards will include an all-new gold.
Oh. Oh, so they're adding stuff for each one as well now. Okay, so like Grandmaster and above, so like Grandmaster, Celestial, Eternity, top 500, you would get you would just get the one base one from this season. But after this update, if you reach this by the end of the second half, and then probably do the 10 games in competitive and meet these requirements again, you can get Eternity. Like if you reach Eternity, you drop down at 6 ranks, you got back up there, you would get this. But if you got top 500, you got this. So now each of Grandmasters, you get this. Celestials, you get this. Eternity, you get this. And top 500, you get this. And because you're above gold, obviously you get this Human Torch skin, which has a little bit of an interesting design. I can't wait to see it. Okay.
And a variety of Crests of Honor, featuring designs for Grandmaster, Celestial, Eternity, and One Above All.
Oh.
We've heard your feedback about access kernel tokens and how frustrating it can be when they don't carry over. So, we are excited to announce a brand new redemption system.
Oh.
Now, you can convert those access kernel tokens into units. If you purchase the luxury battle pass and redeem all its rewards, you will be able to convert any leftover kernel tokens for units at a specific ratio. We want to make sure that your gaming experience is marvelous, and that you never feel like you are unrewarded for your efforts. Now, let's talk tournaments. We've heard your excitement and questions about our plans for Marvel Rivals tournaments since launch, and we are thrilled to see such a passionate community. A thriving player base is the lifeblood of any great game, and we are pumped to see that our entire tournament, the Marvel Rivals Championship, has maxed out its faction registration in North America. After the upcoming updates in the second half of Season 1, we will be increasing that limit.
Oh.
As anticipation reaches a fever pitch, brace yourselves for a series of Marvel Rivals Invitationals set to kick off at the end of February and continue into March. Now,
Oh.
let's hand it over to Zhiyu, who's ready to share the latest balance adjustments for the second half of Season 1.
Hey Rebels, I'm Zhiyu. Today, we are diving into some exciting balance changes coming up for the second half of Season 1 that are sure to shake things up on the battlefield.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to say this really quick. This guy sounds a little more confident in how he speaks about this. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything. Obviously, I mean, language stuff and everything is owned by a company that is not primarily, yeah, nothing bad about it. Not saying anything wrong with it. It just, I just like to, kind of say something a little bit like that. I mean, it's cool. I like the fact that, even if English isn't his, primarily first language, the fact that he's trying to do this and did a really good job of it too. I mean, I understood everything he said. I'm excited for what we're gonna see. Now I'm gonna wonder how these balances are gonna go because there's still 11 minutes left in this video. So, and sorry for pausing. I know I should probably just run through the whole damn thing. Stop pausing it every 5 seconds. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
First off, let's talk about the journey we have had so far. The first half of Season 1 has given us some thrilling changes compared to Season 0. We have seen more duelist heroes in competitive like Storm and Squirrel Girl really shine, while Hela and Hawkeye have cooled down a bit, finding a better balance. And let's not forget the balance changes at the start of the season and the addition of Invisible Woman. Together, they have revitalized the strategies method and given players more options. These changes are undoubtedly a win for all. But hold on, there are a few challenges we have noticed that we are ready to tackle to make your gameplay even more epic.
Oh. Hold on. Huh. So they're saying, okay, we realize that the triple strategist meta is kind of becoming a thing. Let's not let this get too crazy. Maybe. Who knows?
The triple strategist lineup has been gaining ground, especially among the upper ranks. For us, it's been great to see so many different team compositions out there, proving that victory isn't just about the classic 2-2-2 lineup. But here's the catch. The quick ultimate recharge for strategies like Cloak and Dagger and our mischievous Supreme ultimate has led to some oppressive moments. A triple strategist setup often means at least one ultimate counters a Vanguard or Duelist's ultimate, which may slow down the game's pace. We want every match to feel exhilarating, not draw out. That's why in our upcoming upcoming changes, we will be bumping up the energy costs for those frequent ultimates. We will also be giving some targeted nerfs to certain strategies ultimates. You have Cloak and Dagger, I'm looking at you. While reducing the ultimate energy costs of some of our vanguards and theorists, like Venom and Magic, making it easier for them to unleash their powers.
Okay. Before he continues, one, I understand. In upper ranks, you're going to see it being large on. I mean, you're going to, if you get one Luna Snow, she ults. Loki ults, copies her. That's another one. And then it's like, okay, well that's over and done with. Okay, well Cloak and Dagger, here, use your ult. I like the increasing the ult cost for her, considering how fast you can get it and how good they've made her. Here's what I'll tell you though. I get wanting to like make Venom better because he's the only Vanguard that is without some like form of a shield that has to be kind of ranged, I guess to say, which is weird for Venom because like whenever you like see Venom from like games or other stuff, he's never been really a range based character. He's always been, you know, a frontliner, a, you know, punch, kick, bite, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'll say. But bumping up Magic? Oh, lovely. Here we go. I can't wait to hear Behold Darkchild every game. Well, fucking that one person that's been doing like flank videos with Magic lately is probably gonna love this.
Don't worry though, we are not trying to completely shatter that 3 strategies playstyle.
Okay.
We're just looking to bring in more options for fun counterplays and amp up the excitement.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's chat about Vanguards. Throughout the first half of Season 1, Doctor Strange and Magneto remain the most mainstream Vanguard choices, dominating the scene, whether it's a single or double shield lineup. These guys have been the go-to war, soaking up damage and effectively resisting enemy damage pressure. And with the triple strategies lineup enjoying enhanced survivability. But we want to shake things up a bit. We are planning to dial back the survivability of Doctor Strange and Magneto to keep things interesting.
Okay.
We will be boosting some of our movement tabs Vanguards, and we are super excited to introduce our newest hero, the Thing. Get ready for a fresh take on battle dynamics.
Okay. So, movement type heroes. So, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, Venom. And Penny? So they talked Doctor Strange, Magneto, which, of course, I mean, Magneto is probably the biggest counter to Cloak and Dagger. I think you're probably going to see a tune down in with how fast she's going to be able to get her ult is going to make it a little bit easier for Magnetos to deal with her. Doctor Strange, okay, I get him. Allows for more movement type heroes to get there. So Hulk, Penny, Captain America, Venom, maybe Thor. The Things edition we'll have to see how he works. But now let's look at the specifics heroes, not just stuff talking about their ultimates and everything.
We have been closely analyzing pick and win rates across all tiers, using battle data and battle rates for our top tier heroes. With all this information in hand, we are making some targeted adjustments to certain characters. For example, Storm is getting a moderate trick to help her find the perfect balance again. Also, Moon Knight's ultimate is also getting a moderate trick to help him feel more balanced.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about the balance schedule. We know it's been a bit longer than we wanted, and that's made it tough to tackle some big issues this season. So, here's our plan. We are sticking to our overall balance adjustment schedule and rolling them out with our big updates for the first and second halves of each season. But going forward, we will also be keeping an extra close eye on the game environment throughout each half season. If we spot any urgent issues, we will swoop in with one quick, smaller adjustment to keep everything running smoothly. Much like Galactor observed the innumerable matches, we will mainly be observing and only interfere during the season when necessary. We are committed to being careful with these changes because we want to keep the game to have a stable play environment. We will soon be updating the website with the pick rates and win rates for the first half of Season 1. After that, we will drop the balance adjustment announcement for the second half of the season. Keep your eyes peeled for those official updates. We are rolling out a hidden name feature in competitive mode for players who reach Diamond 3. Once it's activated, your true identity will be under wraps during the loading screen, hero selection, and the start of the match. Other players won't be able to see your name right away, and after a short period in the battle, your real name will pop back up. Thank you for your unwavering support, Rebels. We can't wait to see you harness the power of the complete Fantastic Four and stand against the dark forces of Dracula. Ignite the battle.
Okay. So, full thoughts after watching all that. Great job to both of those guys for really making, just a great job to those guys for reading everything in the language that most people will be able to understand, because I was kind of expecting this to be how, like, it is with the Genshin and everything, where when you hear the devs talk, you don't hear them talk in, like, how you hear it and everything, but also, like, they had the subtitles so, like, we could understand, because, I mean, English, from other dialects can be very hard to understand. Like, the accent and everything. Like, me, when I get really up, and I start sounding like a fucking youper, aka a Canadian. So yeah, there's that. Diamond 3 being able to hide your name, and it's not until, like, you get to, what is it? The frickin' just gonna do something real quickly, just so I have this done. So good on those guys for doing that. Definitely good to hear some of the changes. So maybe I'll be able to play. I definitely want to. I've been trying to learn Adam Warlock more. He's a really fun character. It's just stuff feels kind of off. So I have to learn like situational awareness with him, which is weird for like how support play for me is. Um, so yeah. But yeah, that was a very good dev update to kind of have. I will say, because I'm kind of getting myself sidetracked here a little. Um, I got that done. Um, but I think these changes are going to be very interesting in how they shake up this game's overall dynamic and overall feel. One thing I hope doesn't happen, um, with all this is I hope we don't get to the point where we're just kind of throwing things at a wall and seeing if things stick. That's something I don't want for this game because I absolutely love how this game feels, how this game plays, and everything. Um, but also, I want to see how the new map is. I want to see how the thing plays because I love the Vanguard role. Even though I'm mainly playing support and everything because no one wants to play support. But when I do get to play Vanguard, it feels nice. I mean, I prefer the movement-based Vanguards. That's just me, though, because, I mean, I'm a bit of a brawler, bit aggressive, so it's nice to have that, like, play style and everything. Um, I was kind of hoping that was going to be, like, a kinetic. Okay. Gotta wait in orbit now. 7 minutes until the Destiny reset. But yeah, just gonna say that. Love what those guys had to say. Loved how they were able to acclimate, for their community and everything. They really want to see the community grow. Even though they talk about how they're going to be doing balance changes, and they're doing it by halves. So like, they're doing this thing where it's going to be like, if they see a really big problem arise, they're going to be like, okay, let's see how this goes. If it gets too crazy, we'll jump in, do a small adjustment, and then by the second half there will be another update. So like, if that update made everything like feel too oppressive, or there was like another outlying issue, they cover it in the at the end of the first half. Then they do that, and then you go into the second half. They're like, oh, okay, well, if another problem arises off of what we already did, okay, well, we'll do this here, and then like, if it's like, okay, well, everything's going fine, it's almost the end. What issues are there? Okay, here they are. Let's fix it. I like that. I hate when like you get things that do like mid-season stuff. like, the more frequent that you can be involved with your community to fix things, the better things feel. In my own personal opinion, that's how I see everything. But I know that's not the same for everyone. Because, I mean, everyone has different takes and thoughts and opinions on things. So, but it is nice to see them being like, okay, yeah, we know we have to be a little bit more active. We know we have to do things a little bit differently. We know our community will appreciate it once we have that. So let's do it. Let's get it. Let's get her done. Just getting stuff set up for my runs here at Reset. But yeah, with that being said, everyone, Red Faction, I will have another video that will go up today as well. We'll be doing the 3rd week of Destiny's newest season of Heresy and see what else happens. I can't wait to continue to dive into everything. This game rivals, or my main game, Destiny Rivals, has been great, and I cannot wait to keep going. So, Red Faction, I'll see you soon.